Hello again guys, and welcome to this third and final devlog for my entry into the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam 2020, and my entry is called Crunch-Nado. So if you've watched the other two devlogs, you'll know exactly where I left off last. Didn't look anything like this, was a lot smaller, didn't have as much stuff going on. And right now it's quite busy, it's got a lot of extra stuff, so I'm just going to quickly run through everything that I've done and everything that we have. As you can see here, it's quite a sizable map for a game jam. It's mostly just trees, but in the middle here you've got this little city, or little town or whatever, which is the main focal point of the game. So basically what I've been working on is, I've been working on a bunch of scripts. There's calls behavior, which is an intermediary between a bunch of scripts, which is called to this script just to access certain features, show certain things on the interface, stuff like that. I've added this destroy timer, as well as this rigid body random force behavior script, and these go onto pieces of debris that get spawned when you actually destroy a building. The rotation behavior, which goes onto these power-ups over here, these lightning power-ups. These were in the previous devlog, but they didn't have a visual aspect to them yet. They were just like these blue blocks. Now they actually look like this, and they rotate just to sort of visualize that the player is meant to go towards it and pick it up, and if you do pick it up, it increases your speed. So I've added more identifiers. I've updated the ones that I already had. This is just to give the game information when you destroy buildings and stuff like that, just for objects to identify themselves for the interface to be able to call. So destroyed name over here basically is just it finds the information it needs from these scripts. Same with the score. Same with all of the collisions that happen to the tornado when he actually collides with something. So all of that stuff just sort of needs these identifier scripts to be able to know exactly what's going on. Then I've the camera manager stayed the same. I haven't worked on that anymore. The game manager is now a lot bigger. It contains a lot more stuff. I'll show everything when I play. The game timer is pretty much the same as it was. The collision manager just has new information for extra buildings and vehicles and street lamps, stop signs, billboards, that kind of stuff. It just has all of the information it needs now. And then the tornado movement manager has been updated a little bit, not too much, similar to what it was. And then the scale is pretty much the same as it was. So that's it for the script. Other than that, I've added more audio elements. I've added music to the game. I've added the effects for the tornado itself, and yeah, it's not an audio heavy game, but it does have a few effects. So as you can see, I've added a bunch of assets for the city itself, which you can see over here. So it's just basically everything that you see in the map here. It's just pieces of road, pieces of debris that get spawned when you destroy buildings, plants, bushes, trees, that kind of stuff, billboards, buses, vehicles. I wanted to add a lot more, but I should have been more productive on Saturday, on the second day of the jam. I just, I was having a lazy day and I didn't do as much as I should have, so unfortunately the game doesn't have as much art as I would have liked it to have. But yeah, I just had to make do with what I had. Obviously the jam is over now. Submitted my project last night. So yeah, it's up to the judges now, and we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to quickly play this, and I'll show you everything inside the game that's new as well, because there's new interface elements as well. Yeah, sorry, it's just loading up. So as you can see, it's quite similar to what it was. It just has a lot more now. Everything has been animated, so the game feels lifelike and random. All of these text elements have animation and color changes, and it's all very dynamic, and it just feels good. You can hear the audio that's been added, the wind and the music. And then this is the pause menu. It's just simple. You know, just had to add it so that if someone wants to pause while playing, they can do so. Just press escape and it shows up, and you can either quit or resume. If we resume, it just keeps going. So I'm going to show you what happens when you peter out, when you just let him die. So this strength bar, scale bar on the right here just goes down the longer you wait, and then the tornado gets smaller and smaller until he eventually peters out, at which point you will die. So you see it says you spun out, and then you can either retry or quit. So it's basically the same thing as the pause menu, but you can just retry the level. And then the other game over state is when the timer is up. So you'll see the timer is green now because you've got lots of time left. It's set to 3 minutes now. Oh, I should watch that. I'll try that again. I'm just going to get my scale up a little bit. Okay, let's just pause this. So if you set the timer is it's set to 3 minutes now, 180 seconds. So if you set it down to 90 minutes, it actually turns yellow to show you that you're getting close to the end of the game. And when it's under 45, I think it gets red to show you that the game is almost over. So right now we're moving pretty slowly and the game is almost done. So when the game is done, it's basically the win state, and then you just have to try and match your biggest score basically. So that's it. It just shows you the score that you got. I wanted to make a high score as well, and an online score system where you can compare your score to many people online, but unfortunately I just couldn't find time to do that. I couldn't even find time to program a high score system for your local PC. But if I continue working on the game, I'll definitely implement those things later. So all in all, I think it was a really fun experience. I definitely wasn't able to do everything that I wanted to, which was down to my own laziness a little bit. But I did work hard the days that I did work on this, and I think the result is pretty cool for 48 hours. And yeah, I'm definitely going to participate again next year. So thanks for watching, guys.